Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good today. We are going to be making two boxes, and y'all please excuse my little mock-up photo there. I promise we're going to make one prettier than that tonight. I just ran out of time and wasn't able to get everything together last night. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gerald. So, yay, we got sound. Looks like everything is working good. Looks like we have good signals. Let me play the intro, guys, and we'll get started. Okay, let's see. Have a couple of files and I wanted to go over those with you guys. Let me get out of there. Yeah, I was cutting last minute because I had messed up and had to use what I had cut for my photo box yesterday and had to recut some pieces before we got started. Let's cancel and get out of there. This is called the milk carton box, guys, and I have it set up for Halloween, but you can make this anything that you guys want. Hi Judy, hi Susan, everybody, and Gerald and Sue, Louise is here, Joan, Catherine, yay, just about everybody. Sue, I didn't see Sue dancing, she must have been busy. But anyway, everybody's here. Glad to have you. This box can be used for birthday parties, for party favors, for weddings, for keepsakes, or you can put tons of stuff in here. You can make this box a little bit smaller. You can't go much larger, simply because this piece right here is at 11.5 inches and it's maxed. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys the size here in just a minute. But it is maxed out. So this is the largest you can make this box and have your lid fit. But you can go smaller. So if you want to go smaller with it, perfectly fine. Just group everything and size it all together. And I wanted to cover that because we've had a couple of questions this week about sizing. So when I size a box like this, if you want to find out what the actual dimension of the box is, and we've covered this before, but we have lots of newbies, insert a square. Bring that square over to the center of your box and stretch it out until all your score lines are touching. Then look at that square, the dimensions at the top, the size, and this box is just under 2 and 3/4, just over 2.5 inches, right under 2.75. So I'm going to call it 2.75, 2 3/4 inches, and it's a good size box. I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. So if you want to size it to a different size, and let me just make sure that I don't save this. So I'm going to save now. Let's say you wanted this to be a 2-inch box. Make your square 2 inches and then bring it over. Then you're going to select everything except your square. I brought it over a little bit too quickly. You're going to select everything and group it, and then you are going to put your square over here and bring it to the top. And you're going to size the entire group, okay, until that square fits in there. And then once you have that, you know that your dimension of that box will then be approximately 2 inches. Okay? Yay, Sue's dancing. So that is how you size a box. Now, will that work for all boxes? No. For this box, it will. Sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes it will affect the way that the lid falls on the box because of the sides. So this box will be fine because the sides that sit over the top of it only come partially down. Now, if it were to come all the way down, sometimes those don't work. So just be careful, and if you're resizing something like that, cut your lid out of test paper before you cut it out of the actual. Make sure it's going to fit, and if not, size it accordingly. So that covers that file, and I'm just going to back everything up before I sized it so I can get rid of that square. I don't want to leave it in there and everybody say, what is the gray square for? Because it was in the file. I want to get that back. Not quite there yet. I think I'm there now. There we are. Before the square. So I'm going to ungroup and get rid of that. So I'm just going to save that. But lots of things you can do with this one. And the next one, we'll cover that one in just a minute. Let's go over to the overhead cam, and I'll show you that box and we'll put it together. Is that too dark for you guys? Can you see everything? It looks fine to me, but it's starting to get dark at my house. So if it becomes a problem, you guys let me know. So here is that box. And the lid slides off of it, so it opens differently than most of your milk carton boxes. I want to say this was a design Dawn did from Stampin' Up. I don't know. I don't have my notes here in front of me. So, but I believe it was Dawn. Anyway, I used some pop dots, popped up my little ghost, and I added some, I put this on the back because mine was miscut. Don't worry about that. Yours, I fixed the file since, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Put a little window in it, and it will hold a ton of candy or favors. You can see what all I got in this one. So tons of stuff it will hold. I'm just going to put that there because we'll use it here in a minute. Put it in the other box that we're going to make. Now I did have, this was my mock-up, and I thought it would work. This cardstock that I used is my Mind's Eye, and I want to say that it's 100 pound. I could be wrong. It's from the My Colors. It's the Snapdragon color. It's a little too stiff for this small box. For a larger box it would be fine, but it's just a little too stiff for this. So I'm getting a little change that we're going to do here, and I'll show you that. Now this is the same paper in California Poppy, and it works perfectly fine, so we're not going to change that out. And this, like I said, was my mock-up. I've got some wigglers for our ghost. So this one's going to be slightly different. But this box ends up being, yeah, like I said, right at $275. And you can see what all I got in that. This file, Judy, is for my Ko-fi supporters and patrons. However, if you are a one-time supporter on Ko-fi, you can get this file if you get it tonight. If you wait until tomorrow, you will have to become a monthly supporter to get this one. Now, that being said, if somebody can get that Ko-fi link for me, it should be on the screen too. You should be able to click it, I hope. I hope it's there. If you get it tonight and you do a one-time support, you'll get this file and any files that I give to all supporters for 30 days going forward. That being said, if you wait till tomorrow, you have to become a monthly to get this file. But you get all my files tomorrow if you become a monthly supporter. I hope I said that right. monthly support gets all of my files, where the one-time support gets the file from the time they support going forward. Okay, so that's the difference. The second box that we're doing tonight, which this is my mock-up, don't pay attention, we're going to make it out of pretty papers, is a monthly only file. To get the file for the box that we're going to be doing there, you have to be a monthly supporter. Okay, so you can still pick. If you want to do the one-time support, you'll get this box tonight, and if you want both of them, just become a monthly supporter. But you get everything on monthly. So we got our little ghost, we've got our band, and we've got our window. And I just cut this out of a piece of scrap, guys. This is the Cricut foil acetate, and this is the pinpoint sampler. And I had a piece of scrap, and that's what I used for this box. I did use a bigger sheet, and I'll show you that for the other box. I can't really see. I hope that that doesn't blind you guys. I hope that that photo is still okay. You're a monthly supporter. Okay, Judy, if you go to Ko-fi and go to the post, recent post, you'll see it there. It's posted up, Milk Carton Box, and the link is in there. Or you can go to craftingwithapril.co to the exclusive tab and get it there. The password for accessing the exclusive files is also in the password post in the recent post on Ko-fi. So if you need your password, it's there. Let's see. I need my pokey tool. Where is it? Well, that's my scoring tool. This will work. Cricut foil acetate has a coating on it of a thin plastic protective layer to protect the printed side. So make sure you guys peel that off so you get that nice, crisp, clear piece. Okay? You don't want to leave that on there. You don't really need it. You could probably use glue, but just so it's quicker, I'm just going to use some red line tape on this. When you're doing larger acetate windows, I have found that the red line holds just a little bit better than the glues when you don't have a supportive panel behind it. All of my other boxes had it, but this little treat box, I didn't cut that panel. I didn't feel that there was a need to waste the paper for this tiny window. Don't need it, so just a little bit of red line tape on that. I'm going to start my fight with the red line tape. You guys know me, you know it doesn't like me. It seems to be cooperating tonight, somewhat. If I can grab hold of it, there we go. So then I have my window, so I'm going to flip my cardstock over. Well, I don't want to stick it to that. And we're just going to place it right over our window hole. That's all there is to that. You'll see the score lines. There's a small score area at the top and a larger one at the bottom. The one at the top you need to fold towards you, or valley fold, whatever you want to refer. And I'm just going to rub that down with the bone folder. And then the bottom one you're going to fold, mountain fold, or away from you. And then you have a tab on the end you're going to fold, mountain fold, away. And then all of the vertical lines are all mountain fold. I'm just going to give them a little rub so that we have crisp lines. So your piece should be forming up a box, but don't glue it, don't do any of that yet. For this box, the top, I am using tape, and I'm just going to run a strip if it wants to cooperate with me, right down this top thin edge. And you'll see why in just a second. The base I'm going to use glue on. I'm not going to worry with the red line tape, but you really need tape for this one. So once you have your tape on the back and your window on the back, you want to flip it over. And we are going to, I'm just going to wait on that one. Section 1, Section 3 on each side of your window. Just run a small strip. Just on these two sections. Did that one a little bit long. That'll stick to me all night, that little piece. Okay, so once you have this on there, you're going to get your decorative piece. Let's get that out of the way before I mess it up. Have some green goo on my sticky tape now. That's okay. I'm going to flip it over because this is pattern. It has the little Swiss dots on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm just going to run some tape. Now you can use glue on this part if you want to. I think I will, just to make it easier. And I'm using art glitter glue here, just along the edge. And it wants to clog on me. There we go. Right down that one edge, and then on the top edge as well. And if you stay in a straight line, don't put it on your circles because part of that sticks up. Part of it doesn't, but part of it does. We're just going to place it on that bottom tab, right where our score is, right up on the end. I can get it down there. Just keep it straight and press it down. So then it should, put a little extra glue right there on that tab to hold that. It won't matter because it's going to be hidden. There it goes. And then you're going to need a little bit of red line tape right down here for your seam, and here. I'm just going to do a double line here just because I don't want the top to pop apart and I want it flush on that edge. Yes, the acetate is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It is my favorite. If I'm doing a window in a box, that's what I prefer. If I need clear now, I'll just use a piece of transparency, non-printable. Oops, I'm peeling the wrong one. Put that back on there. Don't want that. I want to peel these two. So we're going to peel those two strips off, and then we're just going to flip it over. I'm just going to fold it right there and then bring this side over and line that up and press it down. And that's going to help me put the fold into my little banner that I just added. You want to give it enough time to dry. I'm just going to give it another fold right here. That way you have a little bit of play about where your banner goes and how it meets up, and it should meet up here at the back, and you should be fine, okay? So that's why I didn't put scores in it. I wanted you guys to have a little bit of wiggle room with it. So once you have that done, then we're going to come in here and pull out this red line tape on the inside. And just give that a tug that's tucked inside the seam there and press it down. And then you'll have your red line on the outside here, and you're just going to bring them in and squeeze it shut, just like that. Okay? Just like that. And you'll see that those sides open up because we have our red line tape in there. You're just going to go in after you've done that. That gives you a little bit of wiggle room so that you can play while you're folding it. And you're just going to pull that out. And make sure that they're even and press. And go to the other side and do the same thing. Give it a good press. I'm just going to take my bone folder and give it a good rub, just so that my tape gets stuck. Now you can fold this back slightly and fold it forward, and now you've got something that looks like this. You're just going to push those sides out, just like I'm doing here. Just putting my finger in here and pushing that side out. That's it. Same thing on the other side. Just coax your paper. Oops. Don't do what I did right there. The seam is right there, so you have to give it a little pinch to push it back, but it should go. I knew I missed a spot on there. I'm just gonna glue that down right there on my ribbon. So now you have your lid, and you will see in that window, you will see your paper. So if you're using a double-sided paper, it should be fine for a party favor. But if you don't want that to show, take the window out, because it will show. There's nothing you can do to stop it, or make it a different shaped window and allow for your fold. But that is the base, the top, and now the base. This is kind of like a pinwheel type, so you're going to fold all your tabs away from you. And I'm just going to start by folding all of those side pieces in. I'm just going to give it a rub with the bone folder. Getting those nice sharp lines. Then I'm going to fold those out, and I'm going to fold in the sides. Then we're just going to take our glue and all of these angled tabs. We're just going to bring it up, keeping it straight. Just give it a little rub with my folder there, distribute that glue, work your way around. This really is a quick little box. Easy enough, the kids can make them, especially, how cute are these for a Halloween party? You can put ghosts and bats and spider webs and anything you want on there. Just going to fold that tab back and put my glue on this way. Y'all may not be able to see that on camera, but I'm just gluing the tab just like I did the other three. How cute. And then we're just going to pop the lid right over it. Like so. And we're going to put our little ghost on there. Yes, the angled tabs do add the sturdiness. Because on these boxes, if you're using just basic cardstock, and that's what you want with a party favor, unless it's for a wedding. You don't want to use tons of $2 paper. So the way that I strengthen the sides so they don't collapse is to bring in a big fat tab so that it gives the box a little strength. And this is a wobble, guys. You can get these at scrapbook.com, which is listed below in the description of the video. And it's going to say buffalo plaid paper, and you'll know what I'm talking about in a minute. You can pick up your paper and these wobbles all at the same time, because the paper that I'm using for the next one did come from scrapbook.com. So I'm putting this, I want my texture to the front on this one. Depends on how you want. Just do yours like you want. I'm just going to place that right down on my ghost and give it a rub. They're self-sticky. And then it has a sticky on the back here. Just going to see if I can't get it to lift. There we go. Peel that off. And then we're going to stick our little ghost down. How cute is he? How cute is that? And then of course you could put all of your candy in here, and I was determined to get 8 pieces of candy in this thing. So I did 2 Reese's, 2 of the snack Kit Kats, the 100 grams, and the Baby Ruths. And all of them fit in this box perfectly. And then the lid right down over it. I was telling the girls last night too, how cute would this be with lollipops and other things, or at least one lollipop in it, with the lollipop coming out the top here to look like a straw. That would be so cute. So that is the milk carton box. Super easy, super quick to do, guys. So you have that, and that will take you into many, many, many different parties and events. So that being said, Friday is close to my heart day. But before I go there, some of you... You sure can, Debbie. I know it is, because I've been trying it too. So I'm trying keto, so we'll see. For those of you who joined me on Saturday, yes, a pixie stick run-on. That's a good one. A pixie stick for a straw. That would be so cute. All you have to do is use your hole punch and punch a hole after you've made it. Run it right down in there. How cute. And I would use a hole punch because you're going to be going through different places because of the way you fold. So make sure that you use a hole punch if you're going to do that, and punch where you need it to be to get that in there. Some of you may have heard me talking Saturday, if you were with me, about getting something on your easy press mat, like a piece of thermo web hem tape or heat and bond. It doesn't come off. Heat and bond stays. It's permanent. Nothing I tried would take it off. So I tried some VLR thinking that would take it off. Some of you may remember it took off the coating that's sprayed on this, so I had to buy a new mat. I did get me a new mat. As a matter of fact, they're on sale at Michael's. I hope they're still on sale. I got mine for $10. So if you mess up your mat, do not use VLR on it. I told you guys I would find it. My pup did run off with it. She thinks it's a toy. But yeah, you can see the difference here. Totally different. VLR will ruin it. Just so you guys know. Don't do it. Do not attempt this at home. So, Friday's close to my heart, guys. I told you if I got it, we were going to be doing it, and I did get it in. So we are going to be doing Halloween themed projects with the Close to My Heart CC 10198. The Close to My Heart link is in the description below. I'm also going to I don't know for a fact that I'm going to be using this pack, but this is an extra paper pack, Cats and Bats, and it's X7224B. And then there is also another paper pack, just an extra paper pack of the same one with the thin cuts. So you can get it with the thin cuts and the ghost and stamps and everything, or you can get it without. And if anybody needs those numbers again, just message me and I'll get them to you. And we're going to be using it doesn't matter what alcohol markers you have. I'm going to be using the Tri-Blends from Spectrum Noir, but we're going to be working on that technique with our Halloween set. So you can come and learn a new technique even if you don't get the kits. So join us for that on Friday at 7 o'clock, close to my heart nights. What else? Let's see. Okay, let's move on. I'm sorry, I've been using this box because I don't like to throw away all of my mock-ups. I've been using it to store my extras in. But we're going to be making the red truck box, guys. And for that box, I use the same acetate pack, so you don't have to buy 2 packs. You can use the circles for your little ghost boxes here, your milk carton boxes, and then I use the diamond piece out of it. There's also some squares that would work for my truck box. So same acetate out of the same pack, not a biggie. I did use this, and it is on sale at scrapbook.com. There's a link below. You can get your wobbles and your buffalo plaid paper at the same time. You get this is 80-pound cover. You get 2 sheets, 6 different plaids. It comes in the red, the craft, the green, the white, and that's it. It just showed the green and the red again. So, but they are different size on each side. So it's large plaid on one side and a smaller on the back side. So you have, it's all double-sided. Nice heavy paper. Great for boxes. So good that I planned on cutting Cricut craft board as the base, but the paper was so good I didn't have to. So here's the papers that we're going to use for our red truck box. Let's go over and take a peep at the file for this, because I've got some extra goodies in there for my monthly supporters, and I want to show them to you. So let me go to my projects and grab that real quick. And here we are. I'm going to customize. And it may take a moment to load. I just want to show you guys everything in the file. This back here is your base piece. And I'm just going to go ahead, I think, and change that to, I'm just going to make it black, guys, so that you will know that that is the base. So there is your base right here. These gray pieces in here, if you do not use the Cartabella, or you use a thinner, maybe an 80-pound type of cardstock, you might want to cut these panels for the bottom and insides, and I'll show you where they go when we make our box. I did not cut them because I didn't need them. Just to sturdy your box up a little bit. If you are using the Cartabella, you're using this heavyweight paper or another heavyweight paper or the craft board, you won't need those unless you just want to make, it's not double-sided and you want to make the inside pretty. That was another purpose for those. So those are in there. This is your lid. This is your acetate, this piece right here. This is your liner. So, and I messed up, I forgot to do it. Flip your paper over when you cut this, or mirror this, so that if you want your texture, when you take the lid off the box, your texture piece to show the texture side, you'll need to either mirror that or flip your cardstock over on your mat. And then we have our truck, of course, our decorative pieces. However, I made this box for you guys. This is our 2019 gift box. We did the personalized box, and we have reworked it and reworked it and reworked it. So this box is a little bit smaller, and I'm going to show you that, than our normal personalized box, but it's still a good size. Let me scrunch that down, and that, and that. Right here you'll see a hidden group. I'm going to unhide that. Oops. There it is. Let me arrange and move that backwards, or bring this forward. This is one without the truck in it. So if you want to weld in a name, you want to weld in a different scenes, maybe some trees, maybe a jingle bell, whatever you want to weld in there, you're going to do it just like we do the personalized box. You're just going to make sure that you're touching in all the areas so that you don't have any loose floppy pieces. Okay, so make sure that when you weld in your shape, you have that spare lid. I would duplicate it and hide that one so that you don't mess up your file. If you're going to make any changes, it's best to do a save as and start fresh anyway. That way your file is never messed up. But as long as you're a patron, you'll always have access to the file. So I'm going to, I did hide that one again. There's another one in here, another hidden one. What did I do? So I'm going to unhide that one, and now you have a solid. And that's just because a lot of times people forget that you can use contour to fill in a hole. So you have a lid that has nothing in it. So you have 3 lids in there so that you have whatever you need for whatever project. You slice any shape out of there that you want and make this box your own. Okay? But tonight we're doing the red truck. This is available, again, only to monthly supporters, either Patreon or Ko-fi. Most of you patrons have already moved over to Ko-fi, and if you haven't, you don't want to, you don't have to. So you still have access. So let's go over and put it together. Yeah, I like Echo Part 2 and Prima. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kim. We have a new supporter. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, too. You see your name in lights if you subscribe. So let's go over and put this box together. It's super quick, super easy. It takes maybe 5 minutes to cut. So if you're in a hurry, you can do this box. And here is my acetate. And like I said, it has a coating on it. And I just let mine cut, and then I just pull it right out. Oops, I dropped a piece. Wonderful. This is a good thick acetate, guys, not something thin and flimsy. And I am using the black and white out of it and the red and black. Just going to make sure I peel that liner so you guys can see the difference. Hopefully it's showing up. But you see how cloudy it kind of looks until you peel that? For those of you who haven't used it before, or those of you who are using it and don't realize that you have that plastic. So take that off of there. I'm going to set that to the side and set this to the side and that to the side. Now I cut this so that I would have the smaller squares on the base and the larger on the top, but if you guys are using this paper, do it the way that you want to do it. You've got scores on all 4 sides. I'm just going to fold those away. Make sure you put your paper straight on your mat, especially using a plaid. You want to make sure that it's on your mat straight and that you haven't twisted or rotated your file at all so that they line up well. And then you've got your tabs here. You're going to fold in. Got 4 of them. I love this paper. And then you have this on the top. I'm going to have to flip it over to coax my paper to bend for me because it's a thin tab. I'm going to fold that over, and it's on all four sides. And this is in case you don't have any pattern paper or to give your box that finished look on the inside, guys. So I put this tab on there. You can most certainly skip that part if you want. You can slice it off the box if you don't need it. But it gives the top a nice smooth edge so that, I don't know if you guys have ever had a box cut on a box before, because I do it frequently. I'm talented that way. But I got tired of trying to put stuff on the lids on my boxes and things like that and cutting myself on the box. So I wanted to give it a nice smooth finished edge on this one. Always improve our boxes. So I've got all of those folded. So you should have something looking like this. This is when you want, if your paper's not double-sided, now is the time to put on those panels. I did not cut them because mine is, and I've got the large coming out. But you want to put those panels in and then put your, actually you'll want to glue it first. I'm sorry. Put your panel in the bottom, and then you'll want to glue these tabs to the side like we're about to do. You'll glue those, then put your panels in, and then run this down over it. Okay, so you can go ahead and put your bottom panel in, but your side panels you'll want to wait until you've got these tabs glued. So we're just going to put glue on this tab and on this tab. Pay attention to your corners, especially if you're not putting that panel in, because you don't want your box coming loose. I'm just going to fold that tab out so I can see that top tab. Get your line straight. Make sure that it's straight on there. Just give it a rub. And then we're going to do this side. You fold those back out of the way so you guys can see. Slid on me. Don't do that. Get back down there. There we go. Always make sure that you keep your box corners sharp and crisp and straight so that the lid fits well. You don't want the box coming out a square on you. And now these two tabs. I wish you guys could feel this paper. It has a nice texture to it as well. Super, super nice. Excellent for box making. So there you have that. Last one. And I'm using art glitter glue. You can get this at artglitter.com. Doesn't have any glitter in it. Dries matte, dries clear. So if you've got shiny paper, be careful when you're gluing, but it will hold it. So now we've got our 4 tabs here, and we're just going to put glue on all 4 sides. And these tabs also will help from getting tears right there in your corners where they are glued. So that's another little bonus. I'm just going to keep rubbing till my glue grabs. Yeah, the acetate, it's all clear. This has a holographic pattern on it. See if you guys can see it. It's showing up on camera. It's so much prettier than what the camera, maybe you could see it off to the side as the light picks it up. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't peel mine until I cut it and I'm ready to use it. Because if you scuff, the side that is underneath doesn't have the, I want to say like paint, the impression, the holographic material. The side that is actually has the technique put on it to give us that look is protected by the plastic, so if you scrape it, you won't damage the look and scratch off the holographic part of it. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's the base, all finished. And again, if you're going to be putting something heavy in there, this will fit a t-shirt if you fold it the right way, a kid's youth shirt, onesies, things like that. If you're putting baked goods in, I am going to suggest that you put in a panel in the bottom so that you give that bottom some added strength. And then I'm going to set that to the side and we're going to work on our lid. So this is the back of my lid. And the first thing I'm going to do is use my red line tape on this. And this is the front that I peeled the plastic off of. I want that, there it is. If I can get my line. I get my tape started again. I thought it was there, maybe not. There it is. And I'm just going to go around all four sides. Because this is a large piece of acetate, I am using red line instead of the art glitter glue. Even though I'm doing a liner, I want to make sure that my tape holds my liner to the lid and that it doesn't come loose or the glue doesn't let go, because they'll probably keep this for putting Christmas cards in and packing them up year after year, things like that. I know I keep nice little boxes for that reason. I put Christmas cards in them. And tags, guys, you could put tags in them, handmade tags. That would be even a good gift. Just about anything. Do lots of stuff. You could even use this as a card kit to give to somebody. I know I give my aunt a lot of cards that I make throughout the year. I give them to her for her church. And this would be a good little thing to put all the cards in to give to her. So I've got this flipped over because I am using the large side for my lid to go on there. And I'm going to flip it over. So you can do this either way, whichever way you want your truck to go. Right, left, doesn't matter. We're just going to peel this off. And I'm going to wait just a second because I want to fold this so that I can see my score inside. I want to be able to see that so I can place it. So I'm just going to do right now, just do all four sides. Okay. Now we're ready. Pull all these liner strips off. And now, I don't know what that is. I'm just going to place it right inside the lid and press it down. Now, if you want to glue your wheels and stuff down, you can. I'm not going to go that far with it. And then I'm going to, oops. I told you I cut mine backwards. but that's okay. The smooth side will be to the inside of mine. Going to use red line tape here too. I'm just going to go. Now the art glitter glue, I have put it in here and it holds without any problem to the acetate. But I'm making this box for myself and I want it to hold up. And I know how rough I can be on some of the things that I make. About to drop my scissors. And this is 1/8 inch red line. You can get this on Amazon or Scrapbook. I think that I got the big rolls of it from Amazon, honestly. And just gonna peel those. Okay, just keep in mind if you're using red line tape, you want to make sure that you're lined up because, as you know, you have no wiggle room with tapes like you do with glue. I'll get that lined up. Hopefully that's lined up. And I am going to put just a dot of glue right there on that cap. I don't want that to lift up. And maybe on these wheels. And you can use I'm just doing just a small dot, guys. Not much. I don't want any glue to squish out onto my acetate because it will dry matte. So I'm just going to glue those down. Give it a little bit of a rub. I'm a little bit off, but I'm going to live with it. So we've got those sides. You're going to fold those 4 tabs in, 2 on each side, right and left. And then again, just like on the base, you have this tab here to create a smooth edge on the lid. No sharp edges on this. So now we have all of those done. Just going to give it a rub to press it down. Same as the box, we're going to glue the 4 tabs. And fold that back so you guys can see. Just line it up, keep it straight. Everything is all lined up nicely. So is anybody having any design space or project issues this week? Now we've got all 4 of those, and we're going to glue these tabs here. Take your time and glue well. I know you guys probably are not in a hurry, and some of you may be, so I'm trying not to take too much of your time. Missed a little corner right there. Yeah. And now we're just going to fold those over and tuck them. And this paper did crack just a little bit, but I've got a fix for that. I'm going to show you guys. Not a big deal. And you may get more cracking on one side than the other, and that's just the grain of your paper. Just make sure you get those corners good and tucked. Run your finger in there, get everything tucked down. Take my bone folder and distribute that glue all the way around. And then I'm going to take, you can take your Copic or your Spectrum Noir, whatever. I'm going to use black on this, but you can use red, black, whatever you want to use to match your paper. I'm just going to go around all the edges where my paper cracked from rolling it over so far. And just touch up those white edges. It's about time for me to re-ink this. I've used it so much. There we go. And that will hide any cracking that you might get. Okay. So then we're going to take our little truck and we're going to glue him and put him on. And don't forget your wheels. You want to do your wheels too. How stinking cute is that? I'm not done though. Of course I'm not done. Oh, I forgot to put my sequins on my little boo box. I forgot my sequins. So let's add some sequins. Let's see. Let's do those. I'm just gonna, I don't have any silver ones in here. I grabbed the wrong pack, but that's okay. I do have some green ones. I think I want to use, yeah, I'm gonna use green on that one. And guys, you can get one of these. I think these are on sale at Close to My Heart, $6.75, something like that. $6.75. Super for this. Keeping your sequins straightened out. You can use Nuvo drops, you can use sequins, you can use beads. I'm going to put myself a hubcap in here. Just a little bit of bling. Need a little bit. I got two there. Just give those a A little bit of time to dry. Art glitter will hold them. How cute is that? Okay, we have a stray sequin. And then, let's see. Let's put a few green ones on our box over here that I forgot. Oh, Gerald. Gerald found a good find on some shakers. I did find some. So I did get a few. Don't know when I'll get to use them, but I wanted to have them on hand when I was ready. So I did find them. Took me 3 stores, but I found them. The Dollar Tree. Tubular something tube shakers. Stuck to my finger there. Just gonna use. And guys, you often see me use Nuvo drops, things like that. And I got glue on the top of that sequin, which will dry matte, but I have a gum eraser and I'll just erase the glue off of it. And if it won't come off, I'll just put in a new sequin. There we go. And I thought I put my Nuvo drops out here. I did. I'm going to use some Nuvo for the headlight here. Just for some added sparkle. And that will dry clear and have some silvered sparkle to it. How cute! I love this little box, guys. And how it looks from the side. So you have that nice edge all the way around. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, it will, Gerald. So, guys, look for the tubular, what is it? Tubular confetti. Gerald, I forgot. Tubular confetti. I don't know if I have a pack here. The type of eraser, that's a, it's a close to my heart. You can get them on several places, but it's a rub and remove. It's just a gum eraser. So if you get glue on your cards, I get this is a new one. I have an old one and it started leaving gunk. You can cut these down to size, but if I get a little glue on my acetate, I can use this right here. As a matter of fact, I did get some underneath. I can use that and remove it, and it will take it right off. Take the sticky off. It's really good with tape runner stuff, and I just stuck my finger in my Nuvo drops. Tape runner stuff, red line tapes, glue that's in places it shouldn't be. Then you can go through and you can just rub it right off. Awesome, awesome. I hope you guys like these files. And in case you're shopping close to my heart for that, it is Z1207. That's the number on it. Z1207 for the eraser. Yay! As long as somebody's learning something new, that it's worth every second. So did we have any questions anybody needed to have answered? Anything? Yeah, the sand ones, you don't want to use sand on something like your acetate or your cardstock because they will damage it. So I don't know. I think I took those to the other room. I will show you guys the confetti on Mondays. No, let's see. We have Friday first. Friday, I'll show them to you on Fridays close to my heart. I'll show them to you then. But if you go and look at your Dollar Trees, you'll find tube confetti. That's what it's called, tube confetti. The sequences, Debbie, of or the sequin thing. The sequins. This. All of these sequins came from the Dollar Tree. But the storage thing is like $6.75. I want to say it's $6.75 at Close to My Heart. And again, that link is below in the description of the video. The stones are Queen and Company. You can get those on queen.com, queenandcompany.com. Yeah, this is just the zippered case, and it has 2 rows, and the zippers, you have 2 zippers so that you can go one direction or you can have them both come up the center. But it's not bad, guys. It's on clearance, so if you want them, get them. It's a roll-up case. And you just roll it up. It has a really nice snap and an enamel. If I can get it to snap now. An enamel heart on it. Very nice, sturdy canvas. You could iron on that. You just want to be careful and protect your other side. Just do it 15 seconds at a time. And then they also have the marker case. And it holds 24, 25, something like that, of the markers. Let me run and grab a pack of those really quick. Now, when you get all those markers in there, you will have to get, this is canvas and it's new, you'll have to stretch it to get it to close easily. Let me grab sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I had taken them to the other room. But these are the tube confettis. And like I said, on those other sequins, those came from the Dollar Tree. I've ordered myself another one of these cases for my Close to My Heart sequins to go in. But yeah, it's tubular confetti. They're little tubes, and this is going to be great to mix with sequins and other things for our shaker cards. A great mix in. And I'm surprised at how much you get. There were 4 of these, so I got 12 different colors, or it's actually 11. I think the gold is in 2 packs, but they had 11 different colors. Oh, you can thread them? Cool. But yeah, guys, don't grab those while they're on clearance. Don't forget, check out the clearance at Close to My Heart. Might be some things that you see in there that you might want. So, alright, guys. So if nobody has, you would need 10 for your markers, Debbie. Hey, while they're on sale, grab them. They're nice. They're really, really nice. There's some very nice thick canvas. So, let me get rid of that glare on that box for you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you, mods. Thank you, patrons and Ko-fi supporters. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you have any questions that you didn't ask or you forgot to ask or you think of something, again, don't hesitate. Come to the groups and ask us. We're happy to help. I think that's it. I'll see you guys Friday for Close to My Heart Friday at 7 o'clock. And then again on Monday. We do not have a Saturday this week for those of you who do not catch us on Friday. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, moderators, and happy birthday to you, Miss Gerald. Y'all have a good one.